Right lads and girls too, because there are girl railway modelers out there. I'm just setting up, this is a bit of info here, I'm just setting up a switch pilot at 51800. This is just a spare one, I'm just showing as an example. The first one I set up was controlling my yard. 2 sets of 3 waypoints which took up 4 addresses, or 4 ports on the switch pilot. 1, 2, 3, 4. To add a second, well, the 5th point would be going on the second module, which I've just added there, which is here. Right, to add a second module, there's loads of different ways to do it, to add an address onto this. Loads and loads of different ways. But the simplest way I can find to do it, to show people if they're not familiar, is, first thing you want to do is add accessory, go into your spanner, add accessory number 5, which is here, press on that. It's actually got an address of 5, it's a 5th point on my layout that I'm making into DCC control. And 5, address number 5 equals the second decoder, which is 2. 1 means port 1 on the second decoder. So that's what these numbers here mean. And again, if I went to say 9, address number 9, that would jump to decoder number 3, port number 1. Obviously the more you press it, the more modules you add and so on. But anyway, I only want address number 5 because I'm just adding the 5th point motor which I've set up. So you do all that. So I want that to go into port number 1 on the second decoder. And that's exactly what it says here. Second decoder, port number 1. Press the tick. Press the spanner, and then nothing will happen. You'll press that and nothing will happen at all. So what you do next, you go underneath your table or whatever, you press a program button which is here, press and hold that for 2 seconds. That switch has got to be in the centre, so you press and hold that for 2 seconds and that light will pulse and flash continuously until you do something. So it's in learn mode then. When it's flashing and pulsing that green light after pressing the program button, it's in learn mode. So when you go to operate this point here, when it's in learn mode, all of a sudden it will start working, which it does. And when you do that, it automatically adds an address to this, sets itself up automatically to work with that point, and then the light will stop flashing. And then you do the same thing for the next point and next point and next point, so on and so forth. Instructions for doing it are on page 20, chapter 8.4.1, and that is the simplest way to program these units, I think anyway, using the ECOS. There's loads of other different ways to do it, like I say, your programming track, but I don't want to confuse this issue any more than what it is, because it's quite a complicated, complex piece of kit. It can do a lot of different things, this thing. It can do all sorts. Anyway, that's just a quick, any questions, just ask, but this is the first time I'm actually doing this, so I'm just learning as I go along. Okay, thanks.